We're live. Here we are. We're live. Welcome, everyone. It's Mike here, and apologize if the video is grainy or if it's maybe the audio is off. Before I jump into today's video, I want to forewarn you that I have a crazy dog that might be barking randomly throughout the video. So I'm going to wait for some of you guys to jump in here, and we're going to have a little chit-chat today about increasing your eBay sales, and not only that, using promoted listings along with promotions, right? Hey, Adam's Exploit, appreciate you jumping in here. Just want to do a double check, make sure that the audio and the video is somewhat decent, and then we can kind of jump in here. Hey, what's up, Wendy? You from the UK? Michael, what's happening? YDTS Resellers, reselling, what's up? What's up, Matt? Jong, the Hustle Man, my favorite YouTuber. He says, hey, cool, man, appreciate it. Build the brand, just build the brand, man. We got to build the brand. Sound and video is fine, awesome. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing Friday. Hopefully you're being productive. Maybe hit up some garage sales, some thrift stores, flea market. It's noon here, almost, in Arizona. It's gonna be a hot one. Heat advisory of 109. I'm so tired of this freaking, this heat, to be honest with you, you know? Hey, Rosie, and from California, super cool. Thanks, Javier, loves the videos, by the way. Douglas, I'm working on listings here in Florida. Super cool, guys. And Adam says he's going to hit some garage sales up tomorrow. Awesome. I hit up a garage sale or two this morning. It was slim pickings, but I did find some cool stuff. Today's video is not going to be very long. I don't really go live very much here on YouTube, but guys, I mean, I've been doing a lot of things just in reselling over the years, and with the YouTube channel here, with my website and Facebook, and I just want to share this with you here, right? This is a stack of stuff I've never even talked about. And I need to get through this because life doesn't go on forever. And my goal is to go out here, talk about reselling, talk about opportunities for you guys to make money on with reselling, right? To help better your life. That's the whole key here, right? There's a question, how much does your electric bill run with those temperatures? It's pretty ridiculous at times, no doubt about it. It's $400 to $600 to $700 a month out here, but I don't have a gas bill, so that's a plus, I guess, right? I apologize if I'm not looking at the comments at the moment, because the show is gonna be freaking, it's gonna be boom, guys. I'm telling you, there's gonna be some information here. I think that will help you and get you a better understanding of how eBay is working these days, and how maybe you can utilize the stuff I'm gonna be talking about so you can better off your business, right? Again, today's topic is going to be talking about eBay. It's all eBay, right? And then we're going to get into some things here. We're going to do some points here. So I'm going to get into this, guys. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me here live. I'm going to go to my Facebook group. If you're not familiar with my Facebook group, it's free. I'm not charging anybody to look in there or do anything like that. It's Resellers Roundtable. You can see it's right here. This is what it looks like, this little thing here. I'm changing the graphics at some point. What's up, DuPage Picker? DuPage, Illinois? That's cool, dude. Good old DuPage, Illinois. But what I did last night is I was in here, and I just wanted to see what people's reactions were to promoted listings. If you're using it, what's going on? So I'm going to read some comments here that I kind of highlighted that I think are interesting. All right, because this is the beauty, guys, of reselling and information and YouTube and Facebook, that there's so many different levels to the bevels, right? I mean, there's so many different people at different levels in the game. Whether they're newbies, whether they're seasoned veterans, right? Whether they're hobbyists. And everybody's got an opinion. That's what everybody's got to kind of respect. And some people say eBay doesn't work for them. Some people say eBay is the greatest thing, right? And the biggest thing is that you got to really find out what works for you with all this, with reselling. Maybe it's selling at the flea market. Maybe eBay is not your thing. Maybe you don't like shipping things, right? So I kind of went in here and I said, hey, let's talk about eBay promoted listings. Are you using it? What percentage are you choosing? Do you use it often? Has it affected your sales? I would really like to hear your opinion on this topic, right? So I'm just going to read off a couple here I thought were interesting. Steve says he pays $60 for a store, and then they want me to pay more just so people will see my beep items. Why am I paying for the store? I'm selling more shit on Facebook Marketplace and let it go for free. Great. And he says he's ready to fire eBay. So he's having issues with eBay, right? We talked here. You can go back and read these here, but I just wanted to kind of go through here because it's going to set the tone of what we're going to be talking about here for the next 30 to 45 minutes. Jake says, I promote every listing at 5%. Usually have a handful of sales a month from promoted listings. Considering the small fee amount, excuse me, and the fact that you only pay if the item sells as a result of someone clicking the ad, it's worth. Personally, I wouldn't go any higher than 5%. He also goes on to say, I also think it depends on what you're selling. I rarely get sales on promoted listings of used clothing, but it definitely seems to drive sales of more unique items, parts, and hard goods. Will comes here and says, excuse me, I do use it if the item is $10 or more, but it has had no impact on my sales so far. I think owning the buy box on an item is more important. So I think he was referring to Amazon there. Brandon says he uses promoted listings on all my items, especially now that you can't put an item on sale for 14 days. His promotion percentage is 10%. His sales are okay. Were better before eBay made the changes to putting items on sale. So everybody's having a different experience with it. And I really truly believe that there's nobody out there that truly understands, completely mastered this, right? And I'm assuming we're going to see a video in the next 7 days. How to master promoted listings. This is just the craziness of information. But we're going to kind of go through this here and see if we can find you a balance or find you a way to get this working for you. MK says we've been doing it on and off for about half the items on $10 and up, but only at 1% though. We have seen an increase in sales in the last 2 months, but we've also increased our store inventory as well. Great. Sylvia says, I'm using it. Yes, not on all listings. Well, sell a niche item, so I don't promote that. I will promote the more saturated brands like Tommy Bahama, Polo, Columbia. I have learned to pick less of that unless it's super primo. Cool. Dave says here, I ran 5% across the board for 7 months, 8,000 items. The promotion grossed me about $280 on 8,000 items. Wow. My average sales is about $18. Waste of time, and likely just gave eBay a free extra $14. So Dave didn't see the value in this, right? The last one here, we'll just read off really quick is from Susie. She's on week 2 of promoted listings. The first 3 days I had no sales, and eBay reported a glitch with bulk promotions, so that sucked. Currently running a 3%, and it seems to be moving my older stock out the door, so that's good. So what do we learn here, right? Let me go back on YouTube and look at the comments so I can kind of follow on with you guys, and we'll have a conversation about this, no doubt. All right, here we go. Mute this. All right, so now I'm live here with you guys, and I can see your comments. It's interesting, okay, at the end of the day with all this, because there is a wrong way to do promoted listings or run promotions, and I think it's this. It's just not doing it. You know, I'm going to go over some things here, guys, from just what I've always done in the past, and that is basically talk about things that I've actually done and doing. I don't like to come up with things and theories and say, hey, this is that, and this is that, and never done it. I mean, that makes zero sense. And I hope that when I talk about this stuff, it provides some insight, some value to maybe say, oh, this works for Mike, this doesn't work, right? But so, for example, promoted listings, all right? If you're not familiar with this, go to just eBay, go to Google, type it in, you can get the basics on it, right? I'm assuming as we're talking here, it's basic information, but I think a lot of people don't understand it, they're not applying it, right? You can basically, with promoted listings, run ads, sponsored ads on eBay. And these ads can run from 1% to, I don't even know what it is, 80% of the fee, right? And it's just one of these things where it's a pay-to-play program. There's no doubt about it. And one of the biggest things with understanding this game is, you know, why should you use this? Why should any of us use this? And it's to increase the sales and exposure. That's it. And it's also a huge benefit for eBay, which we'll talk about here in a few. It's free, all right? It's free unless it sells. When it sells, then you get charged a percentage. What percentage you choose. It's all up to you. You want to do 1%, you want to do 20%. But it's free to use, right? So if you have items that are out there, you could just, hey, I want to promote it right now. Or I want to promote these 500 items. It's free. If it works for you and you sell something, you get hit with a fee. This isn't rocket science. So, why I found that it works for me in my business is, one, it increases the sales, it increases exposure, it gets these items out there. It's free to use. If it sells, you pay a fee. Great, I have no problem paying fees. If I can sell more items and pay more fees, I'm okay with that, guys. I totally am, right? A lot of people get hung up on this fact of this free versus pay, all right, with everything in life. There's a lot of information that's out there that's just, whatever it is, whether it's reselling, whether it's real estate. Some people, they're just tuned to, hey, everything I want and I'm going to get is free, okay? And I think with this, before we get into this promoted listings topic, if it doesn't make any sense to you right now, then it doesn't make sense. To some people it does. Like, it makes sense to me. I have no problem. And I think a lot of people have a fear of, well, I'm not going to try it because I have to pay for a fee. You have to pay for a fee? Of course, And it's crazy to me that right off the bat people will just assume it doesn't work, but they've never tried it. Because for the simple fact that it might cost something. Even though it doesn't, it costs when your item sells, right? So, like, what's 1% of a $30 item? Nothing. I found that it helps me with a lot of the highlighting of stale inventory, all right? Like items I can throw out. I have a lot of long tail items that are out there. I've got vinyl records by Mantovani that'll probably never sell, but this promoted listings is giving me a boost in these things that they're not that desirable. I mean, compared to an iPhone or a Nike pair of shoes. I mean, so how do we get these items showcased? Promoted listings, right? And just because you try promoted listings once and it didn't work out for you, or nobody bought that Mantovani vinyl record, that doesn't mean stop, right? Because I'm going to go over here, some of these details here that have helped me, and I'm being honest. You got to think like a big box store with all this. A big box store is going to run advertisements all over the internet, all over the radio, all over the street corners. Hey, we're having a sale. If you're using your eBay store right now and you are not advertising to everybody on eBay, whether it's through promoted listings, running promotions on discounts, you're behind the 8 ball, in my opinion. If your business is structured around an eBay store, a little bit of long tail inventory, or multiple quantities of products. Now, if everything you're doing is just boom, 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 hit and run, it's fast flips, then this might not work for you. It might, who knows? I did see there was a super chat here. I want to address that really quick, see if I can find it. Thank you, Thrifty Miser, for the $10. I really appreciate it. Beer on me, have enjoyed your videos over the years. Hey, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You guys don't need the super chat, but it's great, I appreciate you guys that watch, and the $10 will definitely buy some cervezas for me tonight, which, by the way, if you are in the Resellers Roundtable, I've been doing some live shows in there, so join me for a beer tonight, maybe. But definitely appreciate the super chat, Thrifty Miser. Let's jump right in here now. Let's just get into this meat of the conversation. So here, let me give you this synopsis of what promoted listings and promotions have done for my business, right? Okay. So we know with promoted listings we can run 1% to up to higher, right? My experience is this, all right? And I'm not going to go off of what other people say or whatever people are doing. 12% on an item is decent. It gets sales. 1% occasionally, right? 5%, it's just you gotta test this stuff, man, right? You gotta test these percentages, and you can run it off different products. You can run it with just look at it as a game. Like, it's just what are we doing here? It's a puzzle. How are we going to piece these things to sell them? And you try different things. I'm going to tell you this. I don't think I have a lot of fast flip items for my eBay business. And I'm going to talk about one particular store here. This store has 641 active listings as of right now. It's got 407 sold items in 90 days. All right, and this is all a mixture of, there's some little bit of fast flips in there, but there's some long tail stuff, there's vinyl records, there's some clothing, there's video games, there's all this, it's just a Junkola store. It's a complete Junkola store. And what I do with promoted listings, and this is what I do for my business, and maybe you haven't tried promoted listings, maybe this video will encourage you to try it, or maybe take the approach I've got and maybe come back and say, Mike, that works for me, or it doesn't work. Because again, is so many variables here on how this is going to work for everybody. But this is what I've been doing, and I've been doing this now for 90 straight days, this formula with promoted listings in conjunction with promotions, which we'll get into. Promoted listings, I set it once a week. So it starts Monday morning and it goes all the way to Sunday night. All right, 7 days, promoted listings. When I add new inventory to my eBay store, now at the bottom where you can scroll down and you can select, hey, I want to promote this. I don't do that. All right, because my strategy is when I'm pricing that item, the new eBay item I'm putting up on the eBay store, it's already a price attractive, man. I mean, it's looking pretty. It's looking all nice. It's looking cool. I'm just waiting for someone to buy it. If that item doesn't sell in 5 days, okay, or within that week period, now that item potentially will go into the promoted listings, all right? Because if it hasn't sold in 5 to 7 days on eBay with organic search, because, I'm top rated seller, stuff goes best match, lowest price, all those mumbo jumbo that we know about, right? On how to find out where you're ranking. If it's an item that should be selling and it's not selling, there's a problem with that. And we have to figure out what is the problem. Why is that item not selling? Why is it not, is it trending? Okay, we're going to talk about trending in a whole other video about the power of eBay trending data. But if that item is not selling, let's say that's my iPhone here. If I'm listing this iPhone and it doesn't sell in 7 days, we have a major problem here, don't we? What is it? Is it priced too high? Is it terrible pictures? What is the problem with it? Maybe it's just nobody's seeing it, okay? That could be a huge problem right there. And I think a lot of people overlook that, especially if it comes to eBay. When it comes to a lot of items that are common, or there's so many items on eBay. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's it's really insane. But with promoted listings, what it's going to do is it's going to boost that item up. So if this cell phone, this iPhone, doesn't sell in 7 days, I'm willing to bet within an hour or two being promoted with sponsored ad, this phone, if priced accordingly, will sell out within the hour. That is the power of promoted listings. So you're asking, okay, Mike, it's great. You have 641 active items on eBay. You sold 4 in 7 to 90 days. Let's talk about, again, what the promoted listings have done. This is how much I've spent to get where I got. I spent $86.14 in the past 30 days. $86, okay? To generate, through promoted listings, $1,732. So if you're listening right now, and I'm gonna look in the comments, is that holding you back? Is that $86 holding you back in your business to try to get $1,700? And this by no means is bragging, honestly. This isn't bragging at all, guys. This is just saying, listen, I only spent, again, I had to spend the eBay final value fees and all this other stuff and all the other eBay fees that are associated, but promoted listing fees alone, $86 to get $1,700 worth of junkola sold on eBay. Right? I mean, isn't that what we want to do? We want to sell items. Do we want to keep selling items and listing items and then never sell? Is that the goal here? I don't know what's going on with my chat here. So my phone, let me reset this thing, but I can't see. But you know what I'm saying? Is that what is the goal for you in your business? What is the goal? Is it just you want to have 15,000 items in your eBay store? Not me. I want the stuff to move, man. And promoted listings is giving us that opportunity to do that. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, let me go over here. So, yeah, Spark Adventure says yes, Mike, I would. $30 of that will be refunded at the end of the quarter. Exactly. That's the other comment. Great point there, SYVS. You're getting a credit to run promoted listings. It's like $25 or $30 every quarter or every month or whatever it is. So, like, right there, 1 month, take the $86 I spent to get $1,700 minus the $30 eBay gave me. I'm up $56. $56. George, he says, do you need a store for promoted listings? I believe you do. I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not. It's interesting. is what I'm saying. It's interesting because I don't know if you need a store or not. I haven't really looked that further into it because I'm a store and I'm using it. So that's promoted listings. Now here's what I found with those promoted listings. It wasn't just promoted listings that created this attraction. There was also another attraction. See, there's multiple ways to attract buyers on eBay. Okay, nice photos, attractive pricing, promoted listings, and running store promotions, which was the old Markdown manager, right? Now, promotions, you can run it multiple different ways. See, I have an eBay store with these 641 piece of junkage, and my system with that is a rundown system. Let me explain to you. So I started this eBay store last year, January. Listed a couple things. No, it was November of last year. Listed a couple things, but I didn't get really heavily into this eBay store until I think it was June 22nd is when I started ramping things up with this. So from June 22nd till the end of June, I went and started here with the promotions and ran 5%. All right, from 5% all the way to today's date. Right now, I just did a sale this morning, and the rate goes 5%. Weeks go by. A week goes by. Oh, nobody bought it at 5%. Let's go 6%. Get it? 7%, 8%. You follow me? And we're moving up with the discounts on the items in that store. All right. I'm also running an order discount. If you order 2 things, you get this. You get 20% off. You know, all this other stuff. So a sales event, Markdown, aka the Markdown manager, plus an order discount, that works. But running this sale, it's like this. The best way to describe it is if you go to find a thrift store where you go into a thrift store and you walk around and you're like, oh, hey, this is selling for $90, but they have a system in place where it's a constant markdown, right? It's constantly being marked down. That's the way I look at this eBay stores, and this is the way I look at this eBay business. I want this junk all to leave, man. I want this stuff to leave the house. So it's constantly growing, and as I said, from June 22nd, fast forward, 3-4 months, I'm at 33%, and I'm going to go all the way up to about 55, 60. If these items aren't moving, I got to reassess my business and say, what is going on with these? Are they that long tail, or is it trash? If it's under $10, do I really need to keep these in this eBay store? Or can I just adapt and take this off the eBay platform, throw it in a box of Junkola that I sell at the flea markets or whatever I do with it, or just donate it, right? Again, I'm not going to do this with an item, like a precious item. And I want to really talk to you guys about this. A precious item is the middle of the road item. Everybody knows we can sell $10 items, $15 items, $25 items, $50 items, $100 items, $500 items, right? I'm not going to get rid of an item that I can't sell through this platform and this system that I've been using if it's over $50. But actually, if it's over $40. If I can still sell for $40 8 months down the road, and I've run promoted listings on it, I've run promotions on it, I've discounted it by 50% and it still hasn't sold, I'm going to leave it there because the experience of doing eBay literally since day one has taught me that you never know when somebody's going to come and buy the item. But is it effective for me to hold on to that Diana Ross vinyl record to sell it for $650? Even though I know at that price I have it right now, $650 is not the lowest on eBay because there's people willing to sell items like that Diana Ross for $3.85 shipped. When a vinyl record costs $266 media mail typically. You got the boxing cost. You got all these costs involved, right? That's what I do. I'll go, hey, that's a $40 bill there. At some point, I'll leave that there. Let that thing marinate. Let it be cool for a little bit. So, the past month in terms of promotions, this is running a markdown. This is running order discount. And this is free. I mean, there's no additional charge from eBay other than having the eBay store. Generated an extra almost $1,000 from running markdowns on Junkola that I've had that's been sitting since June, or that's been past 10 days, right? So what I found here, and this is from interviewing people, working with people, talking to people that I do like consultations with, or people I just freely talk to when I'm doing hangouts. I have found this to work, right? Using promoted listings and promotions is going to generate, for people that are putting the time and effort in it, they're seeing the magic. It's 50% easily to get your items up there, to get your items sold. I know people that I was talking to, and they're like, Mike, my eBay is so dead. I said, when's the last time you listed something? 2 weeks ago. They're a part-time seller. Nothing wrong with that. I said, man, let's take a look at this. Look at this. No promoted listings, no promotions, stale items that are just sitting there. They're sitting there. They're not doing anything. And this guy sold 20 hours of stuff in 2 weeks. It's like, whoa. I said, let's try this out, right? Let's try this method out. And boom, 50%. I'm seeing people's numbers with this formula as high as 90% more than what they sold prior to doing this. That's insane. So why am I telling you this? Because it's pay to play when it comes to promoted listings and running promotions. Think big box store. Big box stores like Walmart have to move these items. They have to. If they don't, they get sent to the clearance section, right? It gets sent somewhere else because stuff's got to keeps rotating in and out. It's got to keep moving forward, right? And this is how I treat my reselling business, because I do long tail, I do fast flips, I do whatever I can make money on. But this is important to understand, because if you are out there right now and you're going, hey, listen, eBay's not working for me, but nothing's selling. I promise you, if you have the right items, and we're going to talk about that, what are these right items? Try this method, right? Try it. Now here, best items to promote. You guys follow me so far, or am I freaking nuts? Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on. We got David M, the car boot. What's up? What's up? Treasure Hustlers. See Wendy, the thrifting Goomba. I like that, the thrifting Goomba. See Chad, the golden finger picker. What's up, dude? Chad needs to do some more videos, man. Knight says, my guilty pleasure, catching global voodoo. Appreciate you guys all hanging out with me, that's for sure. Big Joe, the video game collector, is in the house. Anyone else naked? I don't know. I'm not naked, man. I'm wearing this late 80s Bears shirt, drinking on my cold Dunkin' Donuts. You guys follow me? You guys follow what I was saying? Like, this system. I mean, this is probably basic for a lot of you guys that have been doing this, but I talk to so many resellers that aren't adapting this, and it's like, why not? You know? Got James Pace. What's up, guys? He's joining here. Fun Stuff 24. The Bears. So, what are these best items to promote? I'm gonna give you some examples of this, and it might not be stuff that we can get or we can profit from, because, and I'm going to talk about promoted listings, not promotions anymore. Promoted listings. This promoted listings is designed for bigger companies. It works for us little resellers, us that sell little used items here and there, but it works better for people that are selling brand new products, selling in quantity, and have wholesale discounts, right? For example, and this is how you find a sponsored promoted listing when you're searching on eBay. You just go to eBay, type in your item, and just scroll through the active to see where's the sponsored. Now, if you want here, you can follow along, you can pause the video, come back, but just type in Nike shirt. You'll see a listing pop right up, third one down. It's currently 20% off, so they're using this method. They're using this method of promoted listings and promotions and crushing it, okay? But they've got a deal somewhere. They bought wholesale Nike. Maybe they're a Nike distributor. Doesn't matter, but they have a bunch of Nike shirts new with tags. Heck, they could have bought them all out at, the Nike factory outlet, man. Maybe they freaking came across a whole rack full at $3. That happens. So, running a sale, promoted listings and promotions, being sponsored, their shirts, Nike shirts, $18.39. It's 20% off. It's a little higher. 20% off today. It's sponsored. It's right there. Right? We all know that these buyers, they're on their phones, man. I mean, nobody has the time anymore to sit here and go, Nike shirt. Okay, let's sit here and play Nike. Look, Nike, right? Here, let's do Nike. Let's do the Nike game. Do you think people are doing this? I type in Nike. 186,000 listings. Isn't that just freaking chaotic? That's a lot of freaking Nike shirts. But as you start scrolling through, boom, shakalaka, here comes Chief Raka. Look at all these things. And there it is. There's one now. Sponsored. So I don't know what Nike shirt I want, but I want a new. So, you can do the condition, all that. But you could be on here for freaking days trying to find you that Nike shirt. The point is, this seller sold 464 of these at $18 a crack. Cool, right? Yeah. iPhones. These are products that are going to sell. iPhone 6, you can look it up. Sponsor listing, promoted. They're not running a promotion, they're running promoted listings. Selling iPhone 6s for $129.99 refurbished, unlocked, and they've sold 113 of them. Okay? Will one-offs work with promoted listings and running promotions? Yes. But it's not, you're going to get stuff to sell, but I think the criteria is built the way eBay, what I see eBay doing, this is promoted listings is for everybody. But really, the people that are going to get the most bang for their buck out of this is people that are running in the new tag stuff, desirable stuff, like trending stuff, man. I mean, nobody cares about a 1940s Christmas card, all right? And you can promote it, and it might not sell. It might sell a month from now, right? But that might just be that one little buyer searching for that. And maybe they haven't searched yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to search November 3rd. And they're going to find your 1940s Christmas card and they're going to buy it. But right now, they're not going to buy it because nobody's even looking at that. But people are looking right now at iPhone 6, baby. Need me that iPhone money. I need me that Nike shirt. But the one-offs will work, right? But if you find yourself looking at stuff and you're like, man, why isn't this stuff selling? I'm telling you guys, I use the terminology all the time. A lot of it's junkage. Is what you're selling, is it what people want? Okay? I mean, if you guys come on YouTube here and watch me and watch all these other resellers and think, man, I want to get into this, and I'm going to go in my closet or I'm going to go to the Goodwill Waypay and pull out all these raggedy clothing that you got at Walmart, do you think you're going to have a chance in the next 30 days if you're listing true garbage for $6 to $7 shipped? Holes, terrible pictures. Do you think you're going to make $20,000 next month doing that? Do you think you're going to make $1,000 doing that? The one good thing I have, guys, is that I'm kind of a hub. So a lot of you guys that are watching now live, there's 180 of you guys, which is super cool, amazing. You guys come to me, all right? We get together, we talk, and we interact through comments and Facebook messages and on the phone. And I have seen so many people grasp the concept of reselling, but they don't look at what they're buying. They don't look at they don't think that their stuff is trash. Nobody does, right? And it's the hardest thing in the world to tell when somebody reaches out to me and says, Mike, help me out here, man. Man, freaking baby daddy, man. I need to get me some freaking formula. I need to get an extra $100 this week. Can you help me with my eBay store? And when I go, and I've done this not once, not twice, I'm talking thousands of times talking to particular people that will come to me asking for help, why their stuff's not selling. And instead of me lying to them, I'm honest. I mean, I come on YouTube here, I have honest opinions. Everything that I'm talking about here today is what I've done. All right? I didn't make this up. I didn't need to go to eBay Open. I didn't go to some private meeting with some eBay executive. But the answer I give these people, start over. Burn all that. Throw it all out. Lot it up. Go on Facebook Marketplace. But you got to know this. If you're going, man, I need $1,000 this week, you need $1,000 in eBay. But you go on your eBay store and you add up the total of all 27 of your items, and it only comes up to $300. I mean, we're not even doing the math anymore here, people, are we? How can we get $1,000 if you only have $300 of stuff on eBay? How? Because people aren't thinking, okay? And they're not looking at what they're selling. I saw this one video. This guy sold Joe boxer jeans, and he sold this Marauder shirt. Man, he got $7 for it. If that's all you have in your store, promoted listings is not going to help you. Promotions isn't going to help you. And if it does help you sell the item, it's going to be an item that it's a very small margin, right? Osh gosh bagosh. Yeah, osh gosh bagosh. Vintage sells very well. The other stuff, you have to line it up, do something, make it look pretty. You're going to have to get rid of it somehow. Because there's saturation in all this. So how do we get to find these better items? There's many ways, guys. You be more selective, get more knowledge in your head. Look at buying bulk buys. Look at wholesale. Look at liquidation, arbitrage, clearance. Right? I'll tell you a quick story. I was talking to somebody last night, a reseller, and I said, dude, I said, sometimes it's ridiculous. I go to a store. I went to a grocery store. I'll just tell you guys, Fry's grocery store out here, and they always mark down clearance on a certain day. I go there, and I'm like, really, dude? Seriously? Freaking shampoos and conditioners? These things sell on Amazon $18, $19 a crack. $1. So what do? Load them all up in the cart. Kim, grab the cart. Then, okay. I go to every Fry's I can find within a reasonable way. I'm going to Phoenix. I'm going down to Tucson, and they're all there. I load them all up. Send them in Amazon. $1.19, like this. Vroom, vroom, threw some on eBay. Let's just mess around. Here we go. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how this works. That is an in-demand product. It's a new product. And I sourced it arbitrage clearance from a grocery store. You know? If you're chasing toys at Walgreens and you're going, this isn't working, it's not working because guess why? It might work for a little bit, you know, I would be stick and hold. Hey man, I've got $3 in this. It sells for Amazon right now for $12. But when you put it there, you're like, dude, why isn't, oh Jesus, there's 80 freaking sellers on this. How did that happen? I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. I got a hell of a deal on it. Dude, markets change, man. We live in a marketplace, guys. This is a freaking marketplace. YouTube, eBay, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. This is a massive marketplace. So you got to find these opportunities, right? You got to be a little creative. You got to be a little selective, and you got to remember too. You got to find items that people want. You know, I come across a lot of junkage. You see these storage unit videos that I'm donating stuff. People are like, dude, you donated sheets. Yeah. What am I going to do with somebody's used sheets? I'm sure they could sell it locally. You know. Hey, thanks, Krillin, for the super chat. What you get for a Polo US sweater for the bins? You know, I never listed that yet. That's my problem. Dude, you guys are going to freak. I got to make this video. I've got so much junkage. It's a problem. And you're going to learn really soon what my problem is. I'm listing every day I'm being productive, but I've got issues. There's no doubt about it. I said this 3 years ago. I labeled it e-hoarding. I even bought the domain e-hoard or e-hoarding, something like that, because I have an issue where I look at things and go, dude, it's so cheap to buy that. Boom. Right? I'll get around to listing it one day. It's like a big bank account, Krillin. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I know there's a lot of you out there that do this. I know, like, I saw who's in the chat here. I know Duane peddling profits. I mean, we have this death pile. We've got this horde of like stuff. It's craziness. Mandy says we sold a vintage Dolby level check cassette tape. Sold receipts, paid 25 cents for it, sold for 22 plus shipping for a cassette tape. Yeah, I mean, people are buying craziness, right? They're just it's one of these things where you just got to find the right stuff and desirable stuff, you know. If you're seeing like, hey man, I've got 500 Nike shirts in my eBay store and nothing's driving for me, just maybe stop picking up the Nike shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe stop picking up Patagonia or Ralph Lauren, especially if you're paying these ridiculous thrift store pricing on some of them. I mean, I was there yesterday, $9.99 at Goodwill for a Patagonia shirt, a T-shirt. I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't want it. Why? Why do I gotta keep rolling like that, yo? Yeah, Retro Rescue AZ, I had the same problem, definitely. And e-hoarder here. Raise your hand if you're an e-hoarder. I will admit, I got a problem. I'm an e-hoarder. Who wants to have e-hoarder meetings? E-hoarders Anonymous. Where we sit and have a drink or something. And I'll be the first one to say it. I've been an e-hoarder for 15 years now. But it feels good, man. It feels amazing. Golden Finger Picker, thank you, dude. $9.99 super chat. Good to see you live. Yeah, thanks. I gotta start getting back in these things, man. I get so sidetracked with things. I figured I'd come with you guys today and throw these videos out here. Mary Harris is raising a hand. I want to be an e-hoarder. Doesn't want to be. They are e-hoarders. Christy's a e-hoarder. Look at them all. Caesar's an e-hoarder. Craziness. All right, so that we talked about the best items to sell. Let's get over here because we're gonna flow. We're 40 minutes in. I didn't want to keep these all day. So what is our takeaways right now from this conversation today, right? You got to try it, test it, right? My slogan, and you can see it. It's all over my Facebook and on YouTube. Find out what works for you. This is the key with all this. You got to find out what is working for you and what's going to work for you. Just because something works for me, it might not work for you. I just thought I'd come here today because, I was talking about the subject on Facebook Resellers Roundtable. I'm like, it's very interesting. And I'm finding success for myself in it. So if I'm finding it, maybe I can help one of you guys out there, right? Again, nobody has the magic method to this, right? Is this, I could have labeled this and say, this is the magic method. I'm going to charge you $49.99 to learn how to master promoted listings in less than 10 minutes with your favorite entrepreneur / YouTube superstar, Billy Ray. Billy Ray, step on up. Oh, I got that course. I created that course. Oh my God, I sold it here. Thrift and Profits over there. Billy Big's thrift store over here has got it. Everybody's got it, and everybody on YouTube's talking about it, right? That's how it works. Nobody's got this, man. But if you just try and implement all of these little steps that I've talked about here, you're going to win at this, man. You're going to win, and you're going to make some success with this. But you got to get away from the, it's free. Man, this is going to cost me more money with eBay. This is more money with eBay now. I don't want to play. eBay's greedy. Stop thinking like that, man. eBay's giving us an opportunity, giving somebody like me, a junker, to make a living since day one on eBay. I bitch, complain all the time about eBay. Oh, eBay. But you know what? I'm freaking grateful that I've had eBay all these years, right? Only God knows how grateful I am. When, back years ago when I was really, really struggling, when I needed that formula when Maddie was freaking 1 year old and I had no money in the bank, shit. Here comes the sale. Boo! Oh, dude, thanks for buying those 87 Topps freaking Barry Bonds rookies. Thanks, bro. I can go freaking run now and get diapers and formula. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the difference. It's the difference. Is be thankful for what's out there. There's so many things right now, guys, to be thankful for. So many things to say, man, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to be successful today. We can all sit around and look at the negativity. It's everywhere. Shit, it's on my YouTube channel all day long. My Thrifted Escape, hey, how are you? Appreciate the super chat, $10. I was talking to My Thrifted Escape. She makes YouTube videos, so find her right there. Look in the comments for watching live. Definitely subscribe to her. And subscribe to anybody here you guys see that makes videos. I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that are out there. Some good people out there, no doubt. But back to this promoted listings, it's pay to play, man. I mean, if somebody turned to you right now and said, Bob, all you gotta do is list these items and just go over here where it says promoted, click this thing, find your items, select them, and I'm gonna tell you, you select a percentage ratio. But what if I told you that, dude, in the next 30 days, you're gonna have an extra $1,700 in gross sales, and it's only gonna cost you an extra $86. Would you not wanna try that, right? So it's a pay-to-play system. There's no doubt about it. And it's okay. It's okay. We don't need to freak out about it. Because here's why. This is going to get deep. It's eBay. They are a freaking business. Now, they've been stale for many years, stuck in the rut, right? I am telling you something. I am behind the scenes with something amazing right now that I can't talk to you guys about, but as soon as I can, and it gets out there, I'm in this little special program, Mike's Special now, with a massive platform that is going to it's just ridiculous. But eBay was always there. They were the first, man. I mean, it's eBay. But as those years went by, they said it like this. Just kept collecting the money, right? Kept collecting the money, doing this, doing that. Didn't really change much with their website. Didn't really care about this. Now they are caring. They're going, oh, okay, what is going on here? Why? Stock market. Their stock price. It's low. They like to call it's a bargain price right now for the investors. Invest in us, which I do think it's low. It's $34. $34 a share. It's low. It's very low. The high this year was $46 in February. So what does eBay have to do to get their shares up, to make stockholders happy? That's how life works here, guys. Stockholders happy, everybody's making money, let's get the stock price up. How does eBay do that? This is how eBay did that. Right? They're making transitions. They're going, listen, let's do pay to play. Right? Do you know how much money, just think about this, how much money eBay is making? If they suck me down for an extra $87 the past 30 days, how much have they sucked other people using promoted listings? But I'm not complaining about that. But that money that's going through promoted listings, promotions with eBay stores, increasing your store, discounts here, when their sales numbers come out, it's going to be, I think it's going to be, like the Donald says, huge. It's going to be freaking huge. And I think the stock's going to jump. But the key with all this right now is eBay getting buyers. eBay needs the buyers, man. I mean, don't we all want buyers? Do you know how many other buyers are on Amazon right now? Do you know how many more buyers are on Facebook right now compared to eBay? eBay is sitting there going, damn it. Yeah, they got a lot of buyers. You can keep telling me you're blue in the face. Mike, they got 19 million registered eBay buyers. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're all on there right now. eBay. You know what I'm saying? Places like Facebook. Facebook, they're on, man. Do you know how many people are on Facebook right now? Shit, who knows how many? But eBay's getting this revenue stream through promoted listings to boost their stock options, to go out there and market some more, get some people back into eBay, get some buyers. It's a win-win for all of us here. But if we're going to sit here all the time and say eBay's a joke, they're dying, they're just a dying breed, they got $8 billion of just cash assets sitting around. They're not dead. eBay's not dead by all means, guys. It's a living, breathing thing. It's freaking amazing. Okay? Are there hiccups? No doubt about there's hiccups with this, man. It's a business. I mean, I hear people all the time, Mike, eBay's so greedy. Why? Because they're making money? Because they were the ones to invent the system? They got the greatest freaking thing in the world. They have customers that come. They have no product they sell. Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. They got their roll of tape. They sell to us sellers. They got their boxes. What do they sell? We're selling the stuff. We're the backbone of all those little people. All the $1 million sellers down there. All the guys that sell 2 items a day. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a mixture of all this here. And eBay had the greatest thing in the world. Just create the platform. All right? They create the platform for us. But you got to think, how is eBay greedy? What company isn't greedy to some extent? Right? I mean, let's stop thinking like shit just because you only make $1,000 a month, or you're on disability, or you're poor, you're broke, or you got nothing, your couch is ripped open, the tire flew off your car. Why can't you change your mindset? Why can't you say, shit, I want to be greedy, I want to be capitalistic, I want to go out there and make some money? Because right now's the time. Go to the thrift store, go to the flea market, go to the garage sale, do some arbitrage, find some shampoos. Right? Find these shampoos, find these deals. Go make the money. The money's sitting there. I sold $35 worth of crap, all that junkage, before I went live here, just on Facebook. I just went down to the fire station. 3 people met me there. All right, here you go. Here's a sign. You'll see it in the video. Here's this, here's that. Great, thank you. See you later. God, it's great to be alive right now, guys. The energy, the excitement to list items, list junkage. Let me list my hat right now. Let me take my camera. Boom. Let's list this on Poshmark. Let's do this on Mercari, eBay, Facebook. Get the shit listed. What are we waiting for? Get listed. Make some money. You become the eBay. Well, here, let's look at the comments. Who wants to be freaking boss, man? Let's stop playing around here. Let's go crush this. This is what it's about. Try this method. Try the promoted listings. Try the promotions. See what works for you, guys. This is it. So, with that being said, I definitely appreciate all of you guys that are watching live. Hopefully get some motivation out of this, maybe some entertainment, maybe some knowledge, maybe something new, a tip, something. Or maybe it was just as simple as, man, Mike, you got me freaking amped up right now. I'm going to go list 30 items. And then I'm going to go drink a cold water bottle, a cold beer. I'm going to rewind that video and watch it again. So go be great, guys. Try something new. Try something different. Look at promoted listings. Look at promotions. Run sales. Think big box store. Let's see. Big box store Wendy. Richard. Toys from the Crypt. Marissa. Mary. Taekwondo. Let's freaking go. Let's go, man. Let's run with this. Paladin Profits. Sherry. Beer me in. Right? Let's get this going, guys. It's fourth quarter. Let's just jump in. Let's go. List this stuff and let's try promoted listings. Let's try promotions. Let's just run with this. Find the items. Be smart, right? Be great and have some success. Find the success. And at 7 o'clock at night or at 10 o'clock at night, or if it's 1 o'clock in the morning before you go to bed, just have that little thing in your head saying, what did you do today, Mike? Did you find success today? What was it? Did you feel good about what you did? And when you go to bed and you ask yourself that question, and then all of a sudden you go, yes, I do feel great. That's when you know you found success. Appreciate all you guys watching. Go out there, be great. Live show over. How do you end this thing? Over. Go make some money.